brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have no peace of mind. Unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Whoa, 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 whoa. Love is all we need to make it see.
Hey, you there, hear me out. The Dakpannah Show is a thought-provoking and stimulating talk show that brings topics of social, political, and societal significance to the national discourse for public scrutiny. We critically analyze and dive deep into issues that count most for or against our survivability as a people. We right the wrong with the exchange of ideas through dialogue, not confrontation, so as to make the world an honest and better place for us all. The Dakpannah Show, which was officially launched on the 19th of April 2019, has over the years brought a high degree of professionalism coupled with accurate, balanced, and credible dissemination of news and information through its live Facebook broadcast. Amongst the hundreds of talk shows which broadcast via Facebook Live within the Liberian community, the Dakpannah Show can boast of being one of the best platforms, if not the best, in soliciting the ideas of every well-meaning Liberian from across the political divide. The premier program is utilized as a conduit to promote peace, reconciliation, and national unity amongst all Liberians to the fullest. It gives the opportunity for all to exchange ideas and opinions for the better good of the motherland. As many can admit on the Dakpannah Show, nothing else but the matters that count most in Liberia are discussed without fear or favor, void of personal attack. The Dakpannah Show is everything Liberia and Liberian related. We are on the side of the truth. This is the national discourse. Join Dakpannah Lieutenant Nicholas Smith live and direct from on top of the world via Dakpannah 24 News and Television and talk it out.
Have a peace of home. Change is all we need to make a stand. Let's unify and have a peace of home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is my home. It's the time to come together. Keep Liberia safe forever. So open up your heart, let the unity begin. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's cultivate one another. Learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Unify and have a peaceful home. liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Oh, sweet Liberia. Love is all we need to make a stand. Unify and have a peaceful home. Change is all we need to make a stand. Let's unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is my home, and let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home we have. Say sweet Liberia, this land of liberty is my home. Keep it standing. This is the one and only, the one and only, the one and only. Love is all we need to make a stand.
Hey, you there, hear me out. The Dakpannah Show is a thought-provoking and stimulating talk show that brings topics of social, political, and societal significance to the national discourse for public scrutiny. We critically analyze and dive deep into issues that count most for or against our survivability as a people. We right the wrong with the exchange of ideas through dialogue, not confrontation, so as to make the world an honest and better place for us all. The Dakpannah Show, which was officially launched on the 19th of April 2019, has over the years brought a high degree of professionalism coupled with accurate, balanced, and credible dissemination of news and information through its live Facebook broadcast. Amongst the hundreds of talk shows which broadcast via Facebook Live within the Liberian community, the Dakpannah Show can boast of being one of the best platforms, if not the best, in soliciting the ideas of every well-meaning Liberian from across the political divide. The premier program is utilized as a conduit to promote peace, reconciliation, and national unity amongst all Liberians to the fullest. It gives the opportunity for all to exchange ideas and opinions for the better good of the motherland. As many can admit on the Dakpannah Show, nothing else but the matters that count most in Liberia are discussed without fear or favor, void of personal attack. The Dakpannah Show is everything Liberia and Liberian related. We are on the side of the truth. This is the national discourse. Join Dakpannah Lieutenant Nicholas Smith live and direct from on top of the world via Dakpannah 24 News and Television and talk it out.
Have a peaceful home. Change is all we need to make a stand. Let's unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is my home. open up your heart, let a true love come right in. Cause love is all we need to make us stand. Let's understand one another and learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Whoa, 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 whoa. Love is all we need to make it stand. This is the time to come together. Keep Liberia safe forever. So open up your heart, let the unity begin. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's cultivate one another. Learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Keep it standing.
I want to say a pleasant welcome to all of you guys joining the broadcast. I'm excited to be back with you on the nation's premier platform where we discuss the issues that matter most to Liberia. I want to say welcome. Thank you for joining the broadcast. It feels so good being back with you on the Dakpannah Show. I'm excited to be back with you. I want to say welcome. The Dakpannah Show is here for you. The Dakpannah Show is here for me. The Dakpannah Show is a one-stop shop for accurate, balanced, and credible news and information. I want to say welcome to the broadcast. I want to say wherever you are, however you are following, thank you for being with me on another edition of the Dakpannah Show. Yeah, I want to say welcome. We appeal to you to please share the live, tell a friend to invite a friend. We have come to discuss the issues that matter most to Liberia. Everything Liberia and Liberian related. I want to say welcome to the broadcast. Wherever you are, however you are following, thank you for joining the broadcast. You are our cherishable audience, our cherishable listeners, followers, and viewers. I want to say welcome. Thank you for joining. Help to share the live. Tell a friend to invite a friend. We have a lot of things to talk about. I guess some of you may have saw what I wrote yesterday. I've tried to speak to these issues. I have come to speak to the issues that are unfolding within the motherland. I want to say welcome to the broadcast, wherever you are, however you are following. I want to say welcome. I feel so good being back with you on the Dakpannah Show. It's always good interacting with all of you guys. Share the live, tell a friend to invite a friend. We're excited to be back with you on the Dakpannah Show. Welcome, and welcome to the broadcast. So I want to say thank you for joining the broadcast. It feels so good being back with you on the Dakpannah Show. I want to welcome all of you guys that joining in to the broadcast. I want to say thank you for being with me on the Dakpannah Show. Wherever you are, however you are following, I want to say thank you for joining me on the Dakpannah Show. We have come to discuss the issues that matter most to Liberia. I want to say welcome. Please help to share the live. Tell a friend to invite a friend. Let's afford them the opportunity to come on here and discuss the issues. The Dakpannah Show is a thought-provoking and stimulating talk show that discusses topics of national significance. On the Dakpannah Show, we agree to disagree with dialogue and our confrontation. We seek to make Liberia a wholesome, functioning society for all of us. On the Dakpannah Show, we discuss the issues that matter most, focusing on everything Liberia and Liberian related. We look at the issues that is fundamental to the growth and development of Liberia. I want to say welcome to the broadcast. On this show, we speak words and we do not shoot bullets. So we want to say we have come to discuss everything Liberia and Liberian related. I want to say welcome to you. Thank you for joining me on this edition. We don't normally come on at this time, but we had to make some shifts within our schedule because we understand that there'll be a major podcast later on. Later on, there'll be a major podcast that we thought that we have interest in. So we have interest in that jump broadcast where a major discussion will be going on. So we have interest within our broadcast. So we thought it was that okay, we cannot allow our broadcast to interfere with that major broadcast. So we thought to come on earlier so that we can have time to follow the major broadcast. So I want to say welcome to you. Tell a friend to invite a friend. Help us share the live. Continue to share the live. Continue to share the live. We are excited to be back with you. Thank you very much. The Dakpannah Show is a conduit to promote peace, reconciliation, and national unity amongst us all. So I want to say welcome. On the Dakpannah Show, we solicit the views of everywhere many Liberian, no matter which part of the political divide they may be, no matter the political leaning. We afford all the opportunity to come here and discuss the issue that matter most to our country, Liberia. Liberia is our common denominator, our common patrimony. I want to say welcome. We want to say welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome, 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 and welcome. Share the live. Tell a friend to invite a friend. Okay, so let's go into the discussion. While we call on you to share the live, we'll go into the discussion. So we have three talking points for today's edition of the Dakpannah Show. We have three talking points. So we will start from down from bottom to top. Yes. If you don't know who I be, I am your one and only, the indefatigable perspicacious Dakpannah. And I'm broadcasting and I'm broadcasting to you from on top of the world via Dakpannah 24 News and Television. So I want to say welcome to the broadcast. Sit back and relax, tighten your seatbelt. We're going to drive you through safely. Share the live. Tell a friend to invite a friend. We have something important I want to talk about, and we thought that you'll be interested within the discussion, and you can call in. The number is within the broadcast. Just look at the scrolling letters. The number is there. You can call in because we always love to make it interactive. Welcome to the broadcast. So welcome. Now let's go into the discussion. We'll start from bottom to top. I said to you, when you look at the introduction of the video, I said I want to voice my opinion on my disagreement with some of the information that is being provided within the Stanton Witherspoon versus USA versus Stanton Witherspoon criminal case. There are some talk show hosts, there are some information they are providing that I have serious problem with because of the respect I have for some of those individuals. I will avoid calling their names. I will avoid mentioning them, but I will speak to the issues. I don't want it to look like I'm trying to attack anyone. But the fact of the matter here is that the truth must be told. We in this media business, we ought to be credible. We ought to check our facts before bringing it to the public. We cannot be people who others look up to, and then we sending out misleading information to the public, contradicting information. Now, when the whole Stanton Witherspoon versus the United States case came up, many people started run with it. And we started believing some of the people that have been reporting. And it's good that we should talk about Stanton Witherspoon versus the United States of America case. It's important because this has to do with an allegation, a criminal allegation against a man who holds others to certain standard. We all know Stanton Witherspoon. Stanton Witherspoon came to the limelight through the spoon talk. He has a media conglomerate. So Stanton Witherspoon is very vocal. He criticizes government officials. He beat on people for being involved with corruption. So for Stanton Witherspoon, who always speak about equity, to be indicted by the United States federal grand jury, then it is something that we need to talk about. Because there's the man that holds other people. There's the man that beat on people. called them criminals, even when they were just accused. When they were just accused of corruption, he beat on them. For him now to be a criminal defendant, I think it's appalling, and it's something I want to talk about. It's very disturbing. This is a saying: he who always talk about equity must come with clean hands. So Senator Witherspoon, he always preach about equity. He make us to believe that he was so clean. He make us to believe that he was that Messiah wanting to transform Liberia, that Messiah wanting to use his voice to liberate the society from bad dealings. So for the great United States of America federal grand jury to indict him, there's something that we need to talk about. There's something that we not need to keep our mouth shut on. But we are, as we speak about this, we need to be mindful of sending in misleading information. This talk show host came up and said that the first time they gave out information, this media outlet gave out information that Stanton Witherspoon was arrested. On this fateful day, he and his wife, they were arrested, they were bundled up, and they were placed behind bars. The same day this media outlet was providing the information, Senator Witherspoon was on the spoon talk. He came on the spoon talk. So how will the FBI or the United States government arrest Senator Witherspoon? He's behind bar, then he come on the show. How is that possible? So why would we be sending in misleading information? Senator Witherspoon was not arrested on that day, but this media outlet went ahead and provided misleading information to the public that Senator Witherspoon was arrested on that day. He was arrested on that day, and he was placed behind bars that same day. But the same day, few minutes, I don't know why that post was going up. They may appear on the show. They may were on the show discussing issues. And that outlet never came back to apologize for the misleading information sent out. That outlet, that media outlet, like me, like Dakpannah 24, never came to say, "Oh, we are sorry for the information." It was true that when the indictment came up, Senator Witherspoon was arrested. Yes, the indictment was served. He was arrested and he got free on bond. Yes, it is true. He filed the first bond. But that particular day that the person spoke about, that breaking news the person sent out, it was not true. It was a misleading information that they provided. Again, this media outlet also told us when Stanton Witherspoon went for the first hearing. When he went for the first hearing, he pleaded not guilty. But when after he pleaded not guilty, he filed in the second bond, which is true. Because the time he filed the first bond, it was for him to be released to his lawyers. Yes, that's the time they placed the GPS on his foot. So when he went for the hearing, the official hearing, he went back where his charges were being read to him and all of those things. After the reading of the charges, he pleaded not guilty. And then he went and filed in. He went and filed in a second bond. And what I understand is that the second bond that he filed, it relieved him of many things. So the first bond that he filed, it was harsh. It was very harsh. There were a lot of things that he couldn't do. So, but the second bond that he filed, because the first bond he filed was 250,000. Now the second one was 150,000. So that second bond reduced, gave him a little bit of freedom, little bit, where they removed the GPS from a foot. But then there are other restrictions, but at least the restrictions were reduced. So, but then this media outlets made us to believe that Stanton was highly restricted to the extent that he couldn't even access his laptop. He couldn't even access his cell phone. He couldn't even appear on the spoon talk. He couldn't. That's what they made us to believe. And some of us, we don't like to be fools, because if we trust and believe in your information, and when you put out the information, and when we try to believe in what you say, and then it turns out to be lie, it get us frustrated. It get us frustrated. How will you provide information that you don't have? You don't have no truth. You provide information that you don't have no knowledge of. How will you do that? You say the man has access to his computer. There is no way for him to access a computer. There is no way this man can even go on his phone. Nobody can visit this man. Absolutely nobody can visit this man. That's what you said. That's what you told us on your media outlet. That's what you informed us. You told us. At the end of the day, in everything that you said, that's not true. On Friday, Stanton, who cannot access computer, Stanton was on his show. He came there, he spoke for 10 minutes. Stanton also told us that he has his phone where he received a lot of calls, he talked to people. He received calls and he talked to people. And then we also saw a video where there's a brother visited Stanton in his community. We are not saying that all the information that you're providing is not true. We are saying that most of the information that you are providing is not true. I don't know, you are trying to be sentimental. I don't think we should be exaggerating when it comes to the whole thing. We shouldn't make it look like, oh, we have hate for this brother. There will be no way Dakpannah will come on here and encourage anybody to pray for Stanton. I will not pray for Stanton today. I don't feel sorry for Stanton today. Everything that he's experiencing, he put himself in it. It is left for Stanton to exonerate himself. I will say it today, I will say it tomorrow, but that doesn't give nobody the right to come here and be exaggerating, to be making false claim, to be giving him false information. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you may be. I have respect for everybody. But if I have respect for you and when you don't deserve that respect, I'll take it back from you. The fact of the matter is that we should stop sending in misleading information. Because today is Stanton, tomorrow it will be someone else. Let's be truthful. Let's provide the real information, the actual facts. That's what we should be providing here. We shouldn't be getting them when you are caught to your pants. When you are caught to your pants, people try to hold you to what you said, and then you try to be dismissive. You cannot be dismissive of your information that you provided. If you provide misleading information, like we will hold you accountable. So I have disagreements. The last time I wanted for my dad to be clear, it was not clear to my satisfaction. But I didn't want it to be rude. I didn't want it to be like I'm arguing. But I know that it wasn't. My doubts were very clear. But the fact of the matter is that thank God I have my own platform where I can sit here and speak my mind without being interrupted. Because we are into this thing for the better good of Liberia, we will hold our friends and people who we believe in accountable. You cannot be providing misleading information only because like you have hate for Stanton or what. If you want to be truthful with your information. You cannot tell us that Stanton cannot access computer. He cannot even access a phone, and the brother receiving. The brother even told us that he goes to work. The brother told us that he goes to work. He said the last time he said he was to work when he received a call from one of the panelists. He said he received a call from one of the panelists. He was at work. So why are you giving her misleading information? You cannot continue doing that. We need to be fair. That is our own Liberian brother. Even if he is found guilty tomorrow, still he remains our Liberian brother. Even if he found guilty tomorrow. Even if he found guilty tomorrow, he remains our Liberian brother. So we need to be mindful with what we say. Because today or tomorrow the table will turn on us. Stanton got himself into this thing. It left for Stanton to get out of it. If Stanton feels that he has been falsely accused, let Stanton exonerate himself. And that's what he's doing. But we cannot be sending in the information trying to confuse the populace. No, we cannot. We all know that when you have these criminal charges on you, when you're going through these criminal cases or trials, criminal trials, there are a lot of restrictions, yes. But once it's innocent until proven guilty. So you cannot say the brother cannot answer his computer. He cannot even make phone calls. He cannot even receive no visitor. You cannot say that and today we see the other one. Then you don't want to talk. The same way you hold other people accountable, that's the same way someone else will hold you accountable too. You need to be truthful. In this media business, you ought to be truthful. Most of you guys are not journalists. You guys are fly by night talk show hosts only because of the opportunity provided by Facebook. So you guys need to follow the ethics of journalism. Accurate, balanced, credible. You guys need to follow the 5W and 1H. The 5W and 1H. Journalism is a profession and we have an ethics. We have ethics. So you guys need to do that. We cannot be distorting the facts. You cannot be giving him misleading information here. Some of us who went to school for journalism, we will not sit here and allow you guys to continue to mislead the public and we keep mute because we are associated with you guys or we are affiliated with you guys, one with the other. You guys are our friends. We still maintain the friendship, but we'll tell you, we'll look in your face and tell you the truth. We'll tell you that you, in some of your information you've been providing, they are false and misleading. Let's be truthful. We shouldn't be exaggerating. Let's be truthful. We shouldn't be putting our feelings into this thing. It's not about our feelings. It's about the reality. That's the thing. So that's what I want to say. I will, because of the respect I have for this media outlet, I thought not to mention the name. So we need to be mindful. And not only the media outlets, there are other Liberians too, sending in misleading information, publishing on Facebook, trying to how you call it and distort the facts, giving in misinformation and disinformation. When Stanton was on his show, there were a lot of wrong things that he did. We all frown at him. And we cannot be frowning at other people for doing the wrong thing, and then we too try to do the same wrong thing. No, we should be fair in this game. This game, we should be fair. We know we all have a side, but we should be fair. Let's be fair in discussing the issue. Let be fair, more especially when we are media outlets. Let's move on. I rest my case on that one. The second talking point. On Friday, I really don't follow Spoon Talk like before, since Stanton Witherspoon was indicted by the United States of America federal grand jury for for wire fraud. I really don't follow the show like that. But I don't know, for some reason, after I listened to how you call it, uh, uh I don't know what the show, the Abraham Williams show. Yeah, I'm forgetting the name. But Abraham Williams show, after I listened to it, it got in it on Friday. I decided to switch. I decided to switch to Spoon, just to kill time. And then right after I switched to Spoon, few minutes, Dr. Richardson or Francine Chinowe Richardson, who is who was moderating the show, announced that the CEO had something to say. But before as I switched on the show, in one of the WhatsApp chat rooms or one of the WhatsApp group chats, I saw somebody saying something that Kev Hassan, resigned from the Spoon Talk. But I didn't get the detail. So I decided to, I didn't pay attention to it, man. I said, if there anything, we'll know. So I went on Spoon Talk, and then Dr. Richardson, Francine Chinowe Richardson, announced that CEO had an announcement to make. And then James said he will be coming on shortly. And then right away, he came on. And when he came on, he spoke to the issue involving Kev. And he said to us that Kev Hassan called him. He said, I think 59 a.m. when he was at work. 2:59 a.m. when he was at work, Kev Hassan called him. Kev Hassan called him and told him that he received a mandate from the government, the highest authority within the government, that he should leave the Spoon Talk. He should leave the Spoon Talk. And he said that the highest authority told Kev Hassan that if you don't leave, you will not be representing the government. You will be on your own. You will not be representing the government. As much as Kev Hassan didn't want to leave, but he had to do that because of his love for the government. Stanton Witherspoon told us that the government, one way or the other president, we are. Because if you say the highest authority, within the government, who else is the high authority? The high authority with the highest authority is President Weah. So he made us to believe that George Manuel Weah told Kev Hassan to leave the platform. And he also said, Timothy George, Dr. P. Bradley, Benjamin Sevi, they were still part of the show. They were still part of the show, and in fact, they were all working on their schedules to come on the show. He also said that he informed and he also spoke with Atuda Katama and other, he started talking. He said the show will stay on. The show will remain. They are doing it for Liberia. And even if the government want to shut the platform down, he don't have nothing to say, but let the government go ahead. He started to incinerate. So the manner and form in which he spoke, I felt somehow dissatisfied with Kev Hassan. I said to myself, but why Kev Hassan would even want to go that route? But then I said to myself, it's like Kev Hassan told Stanton this thing in confidence, and then Stanton decided to come out to the public. Even a president tells Kev not to appear on the show, why Kev couldn't just tell Stanton that, I don't want to appear on the show again because of personal reason. So why must he go and inform Stanton that, oh, President, we are saying I shouldn't appear on the show. If I continue to appear on the show, I will not be representing the government. But it was not the government that sent Kev on that show. Even though Kev defend the government, but it was not the government who said he died. And he's not taking pay within the government except it's proving otherwise. But as far as I know, there's no record to show that Kev Hassan is taking pay. Even though we have heard a lot of rumors all over the place that Kev Hassan is taking pay. But we don't have no facts to that. So I was like, disturbed within my spirit. But then something told me that continue to follow through and see the account. The account. So at the end of the day, Stanton will say other things. He said he cannot speak to the case. He's in court. In due course, he will speak like he earlier said when he just got indicted. Now, after the show got in it was shocking to me when I saw somebody share a post from Sitomani George within the Dakpannah. The person who shared that post was Sekou Omentu Awade, our dear brother from Australia. Sekou Omentu Awade shared this post within the Dakpannah Show chat room, saying that I saw them release signed by 4 panelists expressing their dissatisfaction in some of the things that are happening, and they terminated their being on the show. Can you imagine that? I saw Kev Hassan's signature, and in fact, Kev Hassan was the last man to sign on that paper. Pejimo Senvi, Tomoni George, Jadapi Bade, Kev Hassan. They issued that. It was Timoni who posted it. And let me tell you something. The reason why I knew that it was factual, when Timoni posted that release, Timoni tagged Stanton in it. He tagged Stanton in it. Timoni tagged Stanton because Stanton has 2 accounts. So he tagged Stanton in it. He tagged the regency, and he tagged the other guys in it. And then what? This thing, it is real. It is real. Then I started to do more research. I go look. I came across Benjamin Sevi on a post again. Benjamin Sevi posted again. The same release. Benjamin Sevi posted it. They are like, wow. And then when I look again, I saw Dada Pimbade. Even though Dada Pimbade didn't post the press release, but Dada Pimbade wrote a short post informing the public that he will no more be on the studio. He has resigned from the platform. Later on, I saw Kev Hassan posting again that let Stephen Dodd lie. So he said something. Allow Stephen Dodd to lie. Don't make me to talk, something like that. And then after that again, I saw he posted a release as well. So then I started to think, I said, but then what is wrong with Stanton? Is Stanton going mad? Is he getting on his mind? Why would Stanton come on the national or the international platform and inform the public that the government was behind the removal of Kev from the platform, and it turned out to be otherwise? So Stanton is fully aware that the 4 guys had issues. They had issues with him. So why did he come on the platform and then mislead us? It is like he trying to antagonize the government. Is he really thinking that the government is responsible for his indictment? What right does the government have? What right does the government have to go after him? Can the government control America? You think a president we have had that opportunity with the US, he will not, he will never going to allow his friends to be on the session. Nathaniel Magro or Pressing, if Joe had that power to influence the United States, he was never going to allow Magro to be on the session. He was never going to allow Serena Seaforth or Bill Torres, Baguba GM to be on the session. He was now going to lie. So President Weah does not have no power. He does not have that kind of influence on the US government. This thing is domestic. It's a domestic issue, domestic affair. Stanton Witherspoon did what he did. He has since been accused. He is before the court. It left for Stanton to go and exonerate himself. He is not yet guilty until proven. So he can go and exonerate himself. But why would you want to come and make the government look ugly? 2 days before you was indicted, you came on your platform, you said all kind of nasty things about the government. You accused President Weah, you accused Samatue, you accused the government of trying to bribe you, and you said all kind of dirty things about the government. You even talk about them planning to shut down your station and all kind of things you said. Right after you said it, 2 days, you was indicted. I don't think you should be thinking that the government is after you. I don't think the government is after you because you've been speaking freely. You've been saying a lot of things. You are one of those people who criticize people. You call people corrupt only because they were accused. That's the reason why I agree with the people today who are calling you corrupt. You are a criminal defendant. That's how you are referring to Cummings. You are referring to Cummings as a criminal defendant when Cummings had that case on him. When you're going through that case with the ALP and the Unity Party. When they accuse Cummings of figuring the freeware document, Stanton was calling Cummings a criminal defendant. So he called other people's names. You call for the head. You call for McGill to be fired after McGill Toure and Cephas were were placed on sanction by the US government. These people, they were only placed on sanction. They weren't indicted, but you call for them to be fired. When there was a time you got information from the House of Representatives chat room that was provided to you by Yege Koluba. You came on when the lawmakers were discussing the said, one of the lawmakers said, oh, the budget passed now. Where is our benefit? You make it sound like the people were asking for bribe. You cuss them up. You cuss Solomon George. You cuss them up. You call them names. And even another time, Stanton, you came on your platform again. You said that, how you call it? No presidential candidate should go and take any senator or representative because those senators and representatives, they are all corrupt. They are corrupt. You call them names, you condemn them, and that's how you bend. The guys alleges Wilmot Smith, you call him a rogue. You call Lawrence George a thief. You call them criminals. Only because they were accused without any investigation, you burn them. And I can name many and many more. So now why are you acting like the government is behind you? Why must you come to the public and give misleading information? Why must you do this to Kev Hassan? Why are you trying to implicate the government? You are trying to implicate the government in this thing. You know for the well that there was a disagreement. There was just a heated debate between you and the four guys. You know for the well. Your horse was not in order. You know that your horse was not in order. But you only came on now to talk about Kev Hassan. Oh, Kev Hassan on the show because he got a order to leave the show from the highest authority. The highest authority. Eh? You received that. So now it's proving that you lie to us. And Stanton, you cannot be having this kind of huge stuff on your head and you still want to act like everything is okay. No, Stanton, everything is not okay. There are a lot of things happening. If it left for me, you should just sit back and relax. Chill, focus on this case. This government can be a help to you. today or tomorrow, when this case is done, maybe if you are found guilty, this government can come in some kind of way to try to help you. Yes, it happened to George Bullet. It happened to other people where the government came in and tried to talk for the sentence to be reduced or to negotiate for deportation and other things. It can happen. So stop going after the government. The government didn't tell you to do what you did. No. You are being accused of the greatest democracy in the world. I don't know if they're infringing on your right, but what you have been accused of is a huge thing. It's not something to take lightly. So I felt so discouraged when I saw that Stanton came up and informed us, and then it turned out to be that he was not saying the truth. This is scary. This is scary, and Stanton needs to desist. You cannot be implicating the government. It's not time to be beefing. It's time to focus on your case. So let's move on. Let's go to the last one. Now, I also want to talk about to give my take on the resignation of the four guys from the Spoon Talk. Benjamin Senvi, Sintimani Josh, Dr. Henry P. Bade, and Honorable Kev Hassan. They issued a press statement giving the reasons why they thought to resign. And I think their reasons is fair, is logical. When the guys issued a release, I saw some of my friends beating on them to the extent that calling their names. Why they must betray Stanton? Oh, they betray Stanton. They are not good. They are a bunch of what's the word they were using? There's a word they were using. They say the guys, they are opportunists. When Stanton was spending the money on them, they stood with Stanton. But the day Stanton is imprudent, they are what? They're turning the back on Stanton. And I said to myself, did they really read the press release those guys issue? Because anybody who will read the press release, they will understand that the guys are saying that they chose not to speak to his case because they trust the United States government justice system. They trust the US justice system. So they chose not to speak to the case. But they on the way forward of Spoon Talk, there have been a lot of disagreements. There have been a lot of things happening that they were not satisfied with, so they had to leave. Even though it was a tough decision for them to take, but they had to take it to save their name because everything that they came up with, it just couldn't be accepted by Stanton. Now, why those guys resign? I have gotten reliable information from reliable sources that one of the reasons, because the first information I gathered, the first reason why those guys resigned from the show is that Stanton came to the conclusion that since he's in problem, since he going through this thing, what will happen? He will turn over the entire platform to Dr. Richardson. That's why I was told that he decided to put Dr. Richardson in charge. The entire Spoon Network. You listen to him when he said that I'm not the owner of Spoon. This was the first time ever for CEO to come up and say, I'm not the owner of Spoon, when he had always been the owner of Spoon. This man is the only man who owns a media a platform where people call him CEO. Everybody call him CEO. He accept it. So he has always been a CEO. He has always been the owner of the platform. But today he said, "Oh, I'm not the owner of the platform," which means that he has since turned everything over to Dr. Richardson. So right now, everything is diverted in the name of Dr. Richardson. I really don't know the connection between Stanton and Dr. Richardson. I really don't know. There have been a lot of rumors, but I will not speak to it because I don't have facts. But he turned everything over to Dr. Richardson. And because of that, Dr. Richardson has the authority. So that's one of the things the guys were they were unhappy. They said, no, you cannot give Dr. Richardson the sole power. So that one of the things I heard. But then another one is that the guys reached out to Stanton and told him, CEO, you are faced with a big problem. You are into a big mess. So for you to save this platform, you need to take a back. You need to step aside. Allow us to run this platform. Allow us to take ownership of this platform until you can exonerate yourself and then you can come back. They recommended that he should even remove his picture from the logo of the Spoon Talk. That will save his meme. They also told him not to be involved with the platform at all. He should completely take a back. And I think it was a fair request those guys were making. It's a fair request because we all know it's an international standard. When you're head of a corporation or when you're into a position and you are being compromised, you are asked to take a back. You don't even need to be asked. You will resign. You will step aside. We have seen it many times in America and other countries. So I really don't know. According to the information I gather, Stanton resisted. He said he will not take a back on the show. He will remain a part of the show. He will be in charge of the show, in his platform, in his foundation, it is his company. So he refused to listen. And the argument got heated. He started to abuse and he abused those guys using vulgarity on them, calling them names, and to the extent he went and blocked them. The four guys, he went and blocked 3 persons. He blocked 3 persons. And I will call the names of the people that he blocked. He went and blocked Benjamin Senvi. He blocked Timothy Josh. And he went and blocked Dr. Peabody. And he left Kev Hassan in. But then what he did again, he went and he reached out to Kev Hassan, trying to say negative things about those guys. Trying to say negative things to Kev Hassan about those guys. And then Kev Hassan had always been part of the position of the 3 guys. He was one of those that were part of it. So all 4 of them then speaking with the same voice. At the end of the day, Kev Hassan, because of what Stanton told him, Kev Hassan decided to reach out to the guys. And the 3 guys said, no, we cannot accept this from you. You know that we all desire to stand this thing. We all desire to stand by this thing. We all know that what we are saying is not wrong. We want to help our brother. We want to stand with our brother. We want to help this brother to be able to have a focus. Let the brother be focused instead of him trying to damage. Because if he continues to be on the show, this show will lose its credibility. So later on, the guy to say, "Yeah, you guys may be talking the truth." So Kev Hassan decided to stay back. At the end of the day, Stanton started to reach out. Stanton started to bring those guys. He started to say negative things about the guys. He started to say all kind of things. So he was very adamant. He was adamant. Stanton was very adamant. He refused to listen to what the suggestion or the recommendation those guys were making to him. That's the reason why the guy said, but then our cup is filled. We are trying to help you. We are trying to do our best to save the image, to save the image of the sanctity of this platform. And then you are there trying to make it look like we are doing something wrong. Say that we are like to have your will. Take your platform. We will leave because we have a character to protect. That's the reason why those guys left. It's not because of the case. There have been a lot of rumors that people are saying that the reason why the guys left because the FBI was behind them. The FBI was tapping on them and they were afraid. That's not true. Everything that Stanton is going through is his own thing. Stanton started doing that thing since 2016. Stanton got involved with the illegal, the wire fraud since 2016. At that time, there was no spoon talk. There was no spoon talk anywhere. Spoon talk came into being, I think, 2020. Yes, 2020. That's the time. And when spoon talk came in, later on, the guys joined him one by one. So those guys, they are not part of Stanton Company. They are only panelists because of the closeness. So they were one way or the other involved as for family. But K. Hassan didn't get his document from Stanton. No, K. Hassan got his document way younger. K. Hassan got his document back in the days. That's the time he got his document. So he was never part of Stanton School. No other guys, they were part of the running of Stanton School. No, the only connection they had with Stanton, it was with the spoon talk. So I don't think that guys did anything wrong. These guys didn't do no wrong. Sometimes as Liberians, it also is good for us to listen, to understand, to analyze. When people speak, we should comprehend well. We cannot be sentimental. We cannot be sentimental. We cannot be sentimental. We cannot be, accusing people for their, criticizing people for doing the right thing. I think those guys did the right thing. Those guys did the right thing to step aside from the platform because they started to push. And then I saw another article for somebody saying that the guys they should have continued to remain and continue to fight. How will you fight? How will you remain there when the men already blocked 30% for the group? The men went ahead and blocked 3 persons from the group. Eh? Eh? The men went ahead and blocked 3 persons from the group. So they don't have no voice. Every recommendation or suggestion they came up with, he trashed it away. He said he will not listen. He will not leave the platform. And you know what he started doing? He in the back. He has control over the platform. He has control over the platform. He's in the back. And when you say something that you don't like, he take you off. You guys, most of you guys that can follow the show, many times we've been following the show, and we see sometimes the guys that will be speaking, and they will just go off abruptly. They will just go off. It is Stanton that is in the back. He can, when you say something that he like, then he will get you off. That's what he been doing. And the guys, they were unhappy with it. They said, no, you cannot be doing that. You need to step aside from this platform. You shouldn't be in control of nothing on this platform. You should focus on your case. We are impressed with you. We are standing with you, but you cannot be on the show. And then one of the things he said again, they said there's a need for them to speak, for them to discuss his trial. Yes, one of the things they recommended, they said, but we need to talk. We are a moral voice. We are a moral voice. We then speak into other issues. So why can't we speak to it? We need to speak to it. We need to analyze it. We need to discuss it. Say, oh, he dare about it. Nobody will discuss his case on his platform. He said, oh, he dare about it. Nobody will discuss his case on his platform. That's what Stanton said. So all of those things, everything the guy came up with, he opposed it. He refused to listen. He said he would continue to be stubborn adamant. He will continue to be an ignorant, not ignorant, but arrogant. At the end of the day, the guys will decide to resign. So that's a fact. The information I'm providing here, that's a fact. That's a fact. And one of the reasons why I decided to come on sooner today, because I understand that the guys will be appearing on Focus on Liberia and GHT. They will be there 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's the reason why they will come out soon, because I want to hear from the horse's mouth. And if anything that we hear, we will take it and we'll come back on the show and discuss it more. So that's the reason Stanton is doing harm to himself. Stanton Witherspoon is not treating himself good. I think that this has to stop. Stanton Witherspoon needs to listen to moral voices. There's a parable that God can come down from heaven to talk to you. In these days, in these modern ages, no, God can come down. God can come down and talk to you. He can pass you people. And these guys, they have been so close to him. Those guys, they are all, how you call it? They are all responsible people. They are all responsible people. So I think he should be able to listen to those guys. And I see Eugene Fagon all over the place making all kind of contradicting statements. I think Eugene Fagon is an opportunist. This is one of the dreams of Fagon. Fagon always wanted Kev to have left the show. Eugene Fagon always wanted Kev to have left that show. And then Fagon came up with another lies. He said that one of the reasons why the guy left, because the guys were saying that Fagon should leave the show. How can that be? The guys accepted Fagon to be on the show. Fagon had always been on the show. So why would the guys then call on Fagon to leave the show? Why? When we know that all those guys, they are all critical. And most of the time, Stimony Josh, Benjamin Senvi, Dr. P. Bade, they are always in agreement with most of the things that Fagon will say. Only Kev Hassan and Fagon always going at it. And most times they can allow Fagon to disrespect Kev on that show. So how would the guys then come out and say Fagon should leave? That's what Fagon was saying. And then Fagon also told another lie on his platform that the reason why Aduda Kiatama left the show, because he wanted Kev to have been removed from the show. He said that Aduda Kiatama's reason of leaving was because of Kev. He said Kev is too low level to sit for him to sit with Kev on that kind of platform. Kev is low level for him. He cannot sit with Kev. And then after that, Kataba came out and said that's not true. Eugene lie on him. So Eugene is just speaking rubbish. Eugene is an opportunist. Stay down. You need to be careful. If you think that you are depending on Eugene to be a savior, Eugene, the same thing that Eugene is doing to President we are today, the same thing that Eugene is doing to Magio and the rest of the other people today, that the same thing he will do to you. Fagon is an evil man. He deserves no good. Fagon deserves no good. He's evil. He's evil. He deserves no good. What's wrong with the thing? So Fagon is not a good man. He's not a good man. It's to his taste. He was able to hold Samuel Wozie. Today, he was able to hold Samuel Wozie and bring Samuel Wozie on the platform. Because he and Samuel Wozie, after they benefited from the government, today they were fired. They are disenchanted because they got fired from the government. So today they are all angry. So you don't expect nothing from Samuel Wozie. Samuel Woolsey will always be angry like Richie Fagon. Both of them, they are frustrated. You are making them to be your friends. Most very Fagon. You see what he can say today? Those things that he defended in the past, all those things that he said, now he coming back to eat his words back. He coming back to eat his words. He coming back and to say negative things about the government. All those things that he's defended, he coming back to change his thoughts on it. That's the same way he will do you. Bring him closer. My advice to you, Satan, is that you need to call your friends back. Agree to those recommendations. Agree to those suggestions. Agree to everything that they put on the table. They are doing it in your interest. They are doing it for the better good of the platform and your image. Satan, if you do that, people will respect you. If you step aside from that platform and focus on your case, even take your photos down from the flyers, from the flyers or the logo, people will get great deal of respect for you. They will have some soft spot for you. They will have some soft spot for you. So that's what been happening, and I thought to speak to it. So those of you that are following and listening to everything I have said, I would like for you to call in. Look at the screen. The number is there. The number is there within the broadcast. It's there. You can call in, and I'll be happy to accept your calls for you to have your say. I will be happy. So you can call in and have your say. Those are the information that I have to my disposal. Those are the information. We have been doing research. We have been reaching out. I also consulted with Pape Flomo, who has a contact with all of those guys. And all these information that I'm providing here, it will confirm. So that's the reason why those guys left. Those of you that are beating on the guys, you guys need to stop. I see my brother, my young brother, Papi Savior Cody, Papi Savior Cody. Papi Savior Cody, I think you are trying to contaminate your character. You have been on the show many occasions. You've been calling government official names. Only because of allegation, you call them corrupt. You call them thieves. You call President we are a criminal. Only because of corruption or allegation. You sat on the platform many days, Papi Savior Cody, my young brother. Very smart. You need to stop. Everything that you are writing today, it will haunt you tomorrow. All of you guys that defending Stanton here, until you guys are going after Benjamin Sendike Hassan, Timothy Joy, the people, you guys are not doing justice. You guys are not doing well to Stanton. You guys need to stop. Those guys, they didn't do no wrong. Those guys, they didn't do no wrong. They didn't do no wrong. They didn't do no wrong. If you guys want to continue to believe in Stanton, fine. But the law will take a course. I don't care how many bow voices your court. I don't care how many scripture your court, how many prayers you offer. God don't like evil. The Bible said, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. The Bible spoke about ill-gotten wealth. If I go and get ill-gotten wealth and then decide to spend it on the poor people, God will not bless me for it, because the wealth that I get is ill-gotten. So those of you guys who are defending Stanton, who are offering prayers for him, you guys are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You need to stop. America justice system is not a child's play. America justice system is not anything that anybody can just tamper with. No. These people, before they indict you, they get all of their facts. They got all of their facts. They got all their facts. So let us continue to watch and see how everything will play out. We need to watch and see how everything will play out. But there is totally wrong. Papi, Savior Cody, and the rest of the other, you guys are doing harm to Stanton and you're doing harm to Liberia. If we all start to empathize with people for wrongdoing, what kind of change we always speak about? We all talk about the change. We all talk about corruption. Somebody is a criminal defendant, and then we want to kind of protect them and want to kind of say good things about them. And then we say people trying to honor man. Who want to honor man Stanton? Who told Stanton to do what he did? What he's accused of? Who told him to do it? Who told him? Stanton came to the landlord. We didn't know what he was involved with. All we knew that Stanton was a businessman. He established a media conglomerate. He came out with a spoon talk. Because of the money he put into that show, he was able to penetrate. Today is one of the popular shows. But the fact of the matter here is that he's not an injured. Stanton Witherspoon is not an injured. We are not crucifying him. But the fact of the matter here is that the truth must be told. Let the law take its course. If we try to use Stanton Witherspoon standards, then we can safely say that he's a criminal. Because Stanton Witherspoon been calling other people criminal with all evidence. He been calling other people criminal just from you say, I say, they say. He been calling other people criminals. So what are we trying to protect here? All of you people who praying for Stanton, quoting scriptures, what are we trying to defend here? Let the Lord take its course. If Stanton Witherspoon is innocent, let him exonerate himself. If he's innocent, let Stanton Witherspoon exonerate himself. Let him exonerate himself. So that's my take on everything that's been happening. We will continue to speak. So let us see if we can get to some of the comments here. Let's see if we can read some of the comments here. Let us see if we can read some of the comments. Paula Zono Bocha, welcome. Masa Makia, welcome. Seku Omentuawale, welcome. Samson Wire, welcome. Kalia Musu Kanle, welcome. The co-host, Dakpannah Show co-host, Rebecca Keseyan, welcome. Good afternoon to you. Mr. Arthur S. Solosian. He's one of the top brass from the Gia Hatok. I think he's a farmer. Welcome, Mr. Arthur S. Solosian. Welcome. Henry Dubon Hill, welcome. Emmanuel Spain, welcome. William, the number is there. If you guys want to call, you can call. The line is activated. The call line is activated. If you want to call, the number is there. Just look at the scrolling letters. The number is right there. Look at it and you can call in. William Saba Davis, welcome. Jacqueline Washington, welcome. Martha Camo, welcome. Mr. Terry Thompson, welcome. Definitely, Heron, he did it purposely to choke Kev on the bus. And that has always been his habit. He always tried to choke Kev Hassan on the bus on many occasions because he has some issues with the government. So he tried to implicate the president. He tried to implicate the government. He making it look like it's the government after him. And the decision for Kev to leave the show, it was not a decision of the government. It was not the government who sent Kev Hassan on that show. No. Kev Hassan only doing the government a favor on that platform. The Kev Hassan doing the government a favor by defending the government on the platform. That's what Kev Hassan doing. We all know how Kev Hassan got on the platform. It was because of donation. I can remember when Spoon started, I was one of the first people that started following Spoon Talk. When they used to have Dr. Stone, they used to have Reverend Martin, and they used to invite other people to come on the show. They used to be talking about the COVID. We started the show. And I remember that it was a donation that Kev made. It was a donation, and this lady too, Mekoto Blessing, and Kev Hassan, they made donation. That how come they invited them to come on, but certain time Mekoto drop off. Mekoto Blessing drop off, and then Kev Hassan remains because of that donation. That donation that Kev Hassan made. Anybody can come and disprove what I'm saying here. Kev Hassan said can come, he will say, yes, that's true, Dakpannah. There was a donation that Kev made because Stanton had a fundraising where they were generating money to help people for the COVID, to provide food. Kev Hassan made a donation, and that had Kev came on the show. And Kev Hassan told them that he was supporting the government. That how can Kev remains on that show? Dr. Peabody was there. Then this other man called Reverend. So this other man, Reverend, I know Edison. This other Reverend was there, yes. I can't remember his name, but he was there. So the few of them were there. It was later on before Timothy John, Ben Savin, and John. So why would you come and say the president asked the man to leave the show? You try to put the man on the bus, and then you know for the way there was huge disagreement in the chat room. You refuse to listen to the advices from the guys. Then you took three of them out of the platform, and then you make it look like Kev Hassan was leaving because of government interference. You even the other three guys, they're not going nowhere. They are here. They are working on the schedule. That was a big lie you told. Amon Roberts, welcome. Precious Bala, welcome. Nina Choir, welcome. Confident D, welcome. Abraham Sharif, welcome. Abraham Sharif is following from the Blue region of the Coalition for Democratic Change. Thank you, my dear brother. That's my comrade over there. I salute you, sir. Rose Russell, welcome. Rose Russell, welcome. Bobby Roberts, welcome. Bobby Roberts, I see you, welcome. John Lomager Wim, welcome. Matilda Stevens, welcome. Laura Askey, welcome. Sarah Yimpa, my dear friend, welcome. Once again, I want to say have my deepest condolences, my deepest sympathy for the untimely death of your son. Have my sympathy, Sarah. Charles Lomager Wim, welcome. Amma Roberts, you are welcome. So those are the other folks I'm seeing here. But it's like I'm not receiving calls, and I really wanted to make it interactive. So let me see if I can. So let me see if I can get to other comments here. Let me see if I can get to other comments and see. Marcefina Tama, welcome. She says she's following from Do Community, the motherland. Welcome. Thomas N. Sabo, he said he washing. Welcome. Okay, so far so good. Those are the folks, and the rest of the other people that are following. So those are the things I have to say. I have spoken my mind. I have spoken to the issues. So that's all I have to say. We need to be careful for the for us to save Liberia, for Liberia to transform. We need to be fair to our conscience. We need to be fair to ourselves. We need to be fair to our country. We cannot criticize other people today for doing the wrong things, and then the people who we believe in or the people who we love, if they do the same wrong thing, and then we don't want to criticize them. Everybody should be criticized and condemned for doing wrong things. Everybody should be criticized and condemned for doing the wrong things. We shouldn't be selective in our criticism. There's no need for us to be selective in our criticism. There's no need. We cannot be doing this. If you are Iman Sako, you are okay. But when you're not Iman Sako, then you are not okay. No. Stanton Witherspoon criticized other people yesterday. Today he should be criticized. He's a criminal defendant. He's a criminal defendant. He has been accused of being involved with wire fraud, giving people fake medical paper, fake medical degrees, giving people fake medical degrees. So it's left for him to prove himself innocent. If not, he will be placed behind bars. And the time he will be in jail is not less than 20 years. Not less than 20 years. So it's possible he could spend more than 20 years in jail. So we need to be fair here. Sometimes it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart when I see people defending Stanton Witherspoon, calling him angel, acting that Stanton Witherspoon is a superhuman. Oh, the people hate the man. Oh, they look at the guys. Look at what they did. Because today the man in trouble, they turn their back on the man. Why would you guys want to even think that way? Their decision was not abrupt. It was not an abrupt decision. It was not abrupt. You saw that since Stanton was indicted, those guys been holding down, they've been on the show. But they thought to make some changes. They thought to save the integrity of the platform. You cannot get somebody with a questionable character on the platform, and then you continues to criticize. You continue to hold other people accountable, but then you have somebody who has a questionable character on the platform. You see the comments every time. The discussion that they can even be discussing, people don't even focus on the discussion. The every comments over them, most of it is always on Stanton. Oh, why is Stanton? Oh, why Stanton is still on the show? Why you still got his picture there? And why, when you will speak to the kids, Stanton refused for the guys to talk about the kids. He refused for them to analyze it. But you've been analyzing other people. You've been discussing other people, but you don't want them to discuss you. Not because you're the CEO of the platform, and then you told us the other day that you're not the CEO. You have always been the owner of the platform. So why now? It's because you diverted everything to the agency. Now the entire platform now will be ANC platform. So that's why you want it. So I need to stop criticizing the guys. We will hear from the guys. Today they'll be appearing, and tomorrow they'll also be appearing. So we'll continue to follow them, listen to them, and see what they got to say. But we have already gotten everything that transpired between them, the reasons that led to them leaving. So I want to say thank you all. Thank you all for being with me on the Dakpannah Show. I see today we want to appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. We will call it a day and get prepared to follow the guys, to listen to them. But it's always good having you guys on here. If you guys haven't liked the platform, yeah, like the Dakpannah Show page, Dakpannah 24 News and Television, you can like us and follow us. Anytime we come live, you receive us. You can also like the Dakpannah 24 online. You can like the Dakpannah 24 because we are broadcasting on multiple pages. We are broadcasting on Dakpannah 24 online. We are broadcasting on Dakpannah 24 News and Television. We are broadcasting on the Indefatigable Perspicacious Dakpannah page. We are also broadcasting on our YouTube. We got a YouTube channel. So you can also subscribe. Okay. If I get a caller here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can take the caller. Yeah, I was about to wrap up now. The caller call you. So let me take the caller. Caller, hold on right there. Let me. Yeah, yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I was going to bring on. I got to do the connection. Okay. Okay, let me put it through the lines. Yeah, I got a caller here trying to get them. Caller, welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah. I really think people descend on the far line, territory line, you're going from Fargo, North Dakota.
Thank you for joining the broadcast. What's your take?
Oh, well, you have set it out. You have set it out because, anyway, excuse me, my bad communication right now. I can't really drive and go home.
Yeah,
Just got to work.
we'll manage it.
But, yes, all what you said, those are, they are genuine, you know what I'm saying, information relating to how everybody feels about this situation. You know, Brother Stanton Waterspoon, what he did account for very peculiar issues. You know, well, to do business. He deceived the Liberian people. He deceived his friends.
That's allegation. That's allegation. He's not guilty yet.
Well, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty. I mean, his transactions was very kind of deceiving to his friends. Every friend knew about his intended deal while he was there. They would have given him the best advice, but I want to believe that they all knew about those things. They only brought us in him because we are Liberians. We try to group together to talk, positive things about Liberia. But, why everybody is beating on the man because the man, he took offense by criticizing the government. That's why he himself, he doing criminal stuff, criticizing the government in a way he sees it. And he made a threat that he's going to campaign, uses his work to campaign against the government. And he was talking directly to the government at the time. He said it many times on his platform. That won't make it detrimental. And he was molding the minds of our youth, of our young people, molding the minds of them to do some disgruntled things within the society. Based on the false pretense, like he tried to sensitize the young people to talk for their rights. But you know that a lot of issues things coming up that those death penalties are there on the streets. Oppositions, they're putting this thing in the streets, not even the government.
Those are
but
propaganda.
They want to put our president.
Those are propaganda. Those are propaganda. We don't know how true is that.
No, but I'm not propaganda, but it's evidence up there, put them on the cemetery. Once the president bring it, they put in the street. But let's just talk about that. The one says that they how much he deceived the Liberian society to the extent that we are very stigmatized by this whole issue. The real American gangster, Al Capone, for many years after my mom and all born, Before they was carrying on this stuff against the race, the criminal network in America. For many years, decades, nobody has done that. No American criminal has reached that level. Say, I want brother. Don't get it wrong. I love the man. And I will discuss the man issue, so I found question after I tears don't come to my eyes, bro. You see a friend going into that kind of problem. You understand? But however, I put it on like that's it. Man by nature is not wicked, but due to the struggle to survive makes him bad. Man by nature is a political animal, but due to religious basis, he just has intellect. You understand? Okay, but all to criticize this state of what is called his criminal act also immensely contributed to our political discourse. So it's not something that we will welcome as a vibrant society. We're not going to welcome form of criminality. Even though he uses it, whether direct or indirect, to punish part of our society on the part of the government. But he did that also too. There are all individuals, part of the sovereign masses, benefited and still benefiting from what he did. But if we want to have a better society, well, stand up with us as your friend, family, a lot of you will have to double down on this and condemn this to the fullest. Because our Liberia society cannot be stigmatized just as other African nationals that have a record of criminality within the Western world and other places. We are good people, but also as I put it out, the theory of man by nature is not wicked. Due to the struggle to survival makes him bad. I'm not judging Stanton with his phone. I'm just downhearted. I'm downhearted, but I sit there, I'm condemning the act because it's unacceptable to the future of the Liberian people and Liberian children. We have to condemn this thing. And don't get it wrong. It's one person that's going to be very much sorry for Stanton. I do feel sorry for him. I see that my son and brother were all for that graveyard. And besides that, my family have had marriages. I've gone through with the Witherspoons. So Stanton is the cousin of my cousin. Okay? We're not going into a lot of deep stuff, but Stanton, I got from my cousin to know Jeremiah Witherspoon, married to my aunt, Mary Sapi, and the born big children. That was Stanton's father. The woman Witherspoon said, you born, you have Jerry Witherspoon, by those Buddha people in Sano. Have people from the country women people there. So he said, Stanton is a brother to me. You understand? I mean, Stanton, I know Stanton, but he don't know me. Okay? But you don't know me. But he was not spoken. But when we were little kid boys in Nicotown those days, Winifred Witherspoon was dating my uncle, William Sapi. And I didn't have 1 or 2 kids. Okay? So that place where they have 700 people have to Kuala. That building where I think you take exports, freezer in the even that place you go. My uncle lived there. Winifred Witherspoon was a very nice, civilized, beautiful woman. That was my uncle's person. Wife of PLC that I had kids together. And the aunt used to go to our house and used to tell over there. And he used to tell a small little boy, one of our sister or one of his brothers. Like that. So I really feel sorry for him. Even though I know already, hang out with, talk to him or whatever, but it's something I'm talking about way back in the days, in the 80s I'm talking about. But he must have no communication, on the social media or, what have you.
Okay.
But indeed, this God basically is so surprising to us. We stay shocked. Why would the brothers be so comfortable in the advanced society more than the most advanced country in the world? You tell me that kind of criminal act is sitting with like confidence, sitting in the book country and doing such things. You know, so that's what makes it so that was so confusing to the women like black people. You have to comprehend all these things, information. And also, the poet said the space of humanitarian, because humanitarian person. You know, the poet said that space and a lot of Liberians or part of our foreign masses also kind of been depending on him for one or two benefits. But he left to the bottom line. That's in the right way. It's slow nickel better than the faster gun. So I was living along for the 8 young men. I know that no really major areas in my life. I live in good. You know what I'm saying? I'm satisfied with the middle of the house. When I was 16 years old, 17, I can remember 30, more than 50 kilo bags of rice in people. I remember the day I love the strength. I get what I get in the middle of that, satisfied in my soul. I never force myself to get rich, to do any criminality. When they take it around, I go. That's why I was proud of my name. Because we get things that happened in that country back in the days, our hands are dead. But don't get it wrong. I would not tell you to since the war in Liberia, you have to survive to get food. If I never look at or in a store or whatsoever to get food. That one part I will tell you that I had that the only experience I had and I was forced. But to tell you that for you to plan and make that man say, oh, I want to be a criminal. Oh, this is my level, this is what we do, this city, and survive. I tell you, this kind of thing that in our blood. But we were forced to look through the time of the war because we want to survive to get the food to eat. That's the only thing I will tell you that in this lesson, I said, me myself, man. That's the only time experience I will feel me. I'll be able to get it. You don't say, oh, your hands so clean completely off, Eric. You know what I'm saying, right? But since the war, we don't care how man, we go on African countries. We live as a lot of other people. I live in African countries. I said, what? Because of the war, we were forced to live some kind of way. I would not live that day. We set up more brothers who are doing bigger businesses and things like that. PM, what's the thing? But we refuse to, because it's our portion for life. Some people is that portion, so they embrace it and they follow it. Okay? So, when I was sitting there, God, I'm a praise to understand for you people, if you have my imagination, my brother, beyond my imagination. And then for the brother Ben Savings, all those guys, they got a future. Still cannot jeopardize the future of those brothers. For psychological, the way they happen, in a little bit of what still the DT you're doing, those people don't know nothing about that.
People have already started beating on them. Why must they leave Stanton in the times of trouble?
No, but they were obliged. They were obliged. They had no choice. They themselves were in court with Stanton, beating on people based on integrity issues. So themselves, they haven't said that face. They see kind of devastating situation. So it's something that they did themselves, they were not, they don't plan to do. They say, man, go see that boy. He will not look at himself and see the sophistication of the United States. For space serving, all those guys, too many judge, they say, oh, we'll be part of kind of a criminal network. And we carry on taking millions of people in the American society? No. I just put my hand on telling you, those girls, that was the right thing they did to save their self. However, they make decisions not only because of them, they make decisions because they got families too. They got wives. The people always talk about poor, making decisions, but one for the fact, those are behind our question that led to the decision making. They are families. So I think that if those brothers will come out with a new form of platform, political platform to continue the political discourse.
Yeah, they said we will hear from them. They said they will
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. You know, that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
But our brother, my son got a brother named Shane, as a crew man, why would you do things like that? When you hypnotized by some type of demon saying that, oh, people remain confident that you can get all the millions and that's not going to happen, or some kind of devil trying to you, what are we thinking? Man, and what I said about some of the most expensive luxurious buildings, properties in the United States. Look, this Senegal, let me let you know. Senegal is a country. The guy told us, wait, Senegal is not live outside, go household. The people that go read, they don't got natural resources. If you get on fish here and grab the peanuts in a country, Senegalese man will go household. What's the way you got that money? So now man made sure he took and take it into Senegal first, whatever in Senegal. What they put them, they are nationalists. They believe in the development of that country. Senegal is a little chocolate milk to build some nice building. The house Senegal is built. You know that prostitution is illegal to have something in Senegal?
No.
People depend, they depend on our women to bring resources. If you are a woman, you want to do prostitution, and you get 750,000 CFA. The card, you got a prostitution card. And the government got to check your card every 32 months. You got to go do blood tests to know your medical your status, things like that. Oh yeah, if you see the street, woman see the street after hour, you don't go that fast. It's a big trouble for you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how the people. So for any companies, you take major companies like a fire store, many big companies you go do business in Senegal, you have to marry a Senegalese woman. Director, assistant director, all the major people that will be Senegalese. First of all, before you start operation, you got to build a real estate to sell or those buildings to your workers, your permanent workers, then your higher workers. That's why you not be able to fire him so easily. If not going to work, pay your money, the husband will remain for him for himself. The husband guys, I lived there about 6.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that's how they do that things there.
All right, Terry.
You know?
Yeah, that wrap up.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna say I can't wait to get on Mr. Giltman show. You know, Mr. Giltman. You know, so we always we trust his speaking people.
We've been doing a jump broadcast 8 p.m. Eastern, so that's the reason why I started the Dakpannah Show.
We trust his speaking people. It's very authentic. So that's why we're going on our platform. That's our home-based platform. You know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but you know, brother Witherspoon. He was in a very serious predicament, and there's nothing much people can say. It is what it is. You know, he's putting himself in that to a private, and we are still waiting to listen to new unfolding information coming out, sex scandal and all that. So we're watching to hear all these things to know who be who really in our society.
Definitely.
Who pretends.
That raising also said that people trying to blackmail her, but she don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, she said on the show yesterday.
I don't know what you mean by that. What you mean by that?
Once she really get drafted, but true. But let me just lay on this. Let me just lay on this, please, before you get her. As a deputy chairman for operation for the CDC, North Dakota chapter, all attack on that spoon that work. Whosoever renegades on that platform, we need to launch them political missiles on our platform and dismantle it completely. It has no rectitude to discuss in our political discourse. There are too many judges, Ben turn aside and people, I know some of the Peabody's on downfield. They were like the voting Peabody's always put it on my, he was my instructor. I was a learning partner, but my Peabody, we living in the neighborhood there. But I got respect for those guys. Still having respect for them. The people got respect for those guys. We don't look at what Stanton have done.
But one of the concerns that people have is that why did they didn't do it ever since? Why it took so long?
Well, it's honestly they have to do that. They were studying, I'm saying everything that was going on. And moreover, I think they come a little bit, but due to the internal discussion, what they discussed probably led to immediate terminations according to the letter. And that's that letter, we read the letter, that was the voice of Ben Sandy. I since that I read a letter about this surprising on Gillen show, and the system and basically and Gilman had the same thought. How Sandy speaks.
I saw the post. I saw the post from Costa saying that the four guys will be appearing on his platform, but I doubt that Kev will ever appear on that show.
No, those four guys, they wanted to bring for the respect them.
I see Kev appearing on that show.
As they take a decision, they need to sit and think and rethink and come up with a genuine platform that would not be bad.
But Teddy, you're not understanding. Teddy, they will be appearing today on Focus on Liberia and GHT. That's a John broadcast, 8 p.m. That's the reason why I came on soon, 8 p.m. Eastern. But of course, I also said that they'll be appearing tomorrow, but I doubt that Kev will appear.
Well, maybe they might end up just crossing across the. They might go there, but maybe they'll remain on that platform.
No, they're not going to speak.
I think they will come up with that new platform.
No, they're going to speak to the reason why they left. Now they're not going to be on Costa Show. They're only going to speak why they left Spoon Talk. I doubt that
can't really speak to that. That could be true, but they had a arrangement with GST.
Yeah, right? GST and Focus on Liberia. That's a John broadcast. 8 p.m.
Maybe they don't rush on GST because GST taking people to.
But you're not understanding the thing. You're not understanding the thing. Today they will be appearing on GST and Focus on Liberia.
I heard that.
But you're saying they don't want to rush with GST. They're going there today. That tomorrow they will be appearing on Costa on the show. So today they'll be appearing on GST and Focus on Liberia. Tomorrow Costa. So you see,
probably wouldn't be that. Maybe it appear on Costa in the show,
but maybe the other guy may appear. But for Kev to appear, I'm waiting to see that. But I doubt that he will do that.
I don't think Kev really has to see any kind of major partner with.
Well, you don't think, but we all know. And
if you say, UG Falcon, that no political organization will ever take UG Falcon to work. No government in the future until he dies will ever take UG Falcon to trust him to work with him.
You can say that.
UG Falcon is charged. He's a charged.
Today now he is trusted by Stanton. Stanton trusts him now.
No.
It wasn't like you see on that platform. That UG Falcon recommendation for
you know what Stanton was destroying Falcon. Stanton will never want to Falcon. And then Falcon got strong. He's strongly talking, right? So, like, to see what happened to the guy just so low. He's very strong in talking. Okay? This year, Stanton was sit there based on the thing of different chapter with President William this. So Stanton encourage them to bring down the platform so they can talk more denigrating things about President Weah to the extent that they will never be able to go back to President Weah again. That's what happens. You want to destroy the Falcon for you to take yourself more far away from President Weah and to.
All right, Teddy, thank you. Thank you very much.
So he does that to disturb many people like that. And what happens?
All right.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to try. Thank you for taking the call.
All right, no problem. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 30. Yeah, the number is up. The number is up. If you guys want to call in, you can call in, but we are winding it down. But those that want to call, the number is up. Look at the broadcast. The number is there. If you guys want to participate, you can call. But if not, we'll call it a day. So, well, let's try to wrap it up. We have been here for some time now. 2 hours, 2 minutes. We have been here now. So, I want to say thanks to all of you guys that have been following the broadcast. We are excited to always be here. I want to say thank you all. We'll be back again another time. So so we need to go and get prepared now for the jump broadcast. Focus on Liberia and GHT. The four guys first appearance. They will be appearing, speaking to why they left the spoon talk. So we all will be glued to listening, but everything that we are saying, they are the facts, they are the true reason, they are the true reason why they left. So I want to say thank you all. Join us again another time on the Dakpannah Show. I remain your one and only, the indefatigable perspicacious Dakpannah, broadcasting from on top of the world. Via Dakpannah 24 News in the division, via Dakpannah 24 online, via Dakpannah 24, via Dakpannah 24 News in the division, YouTube channel. Want to say thanks. Thank you all for following. Goodbye from my end, and we'll continue to speak to the issues, void of personal attacks, void of fear of favor. Thank you all. Let's call it a day.